whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings, coming to you from the capital of Scotland. We're in Edinburgh, and as you can see behind me is Edinburgh Castle, one of the top touristical places in Edinburgh, obviously. But I'm not here to be a tour guide, no, I'm here to talk about whiskey. You may remember 3 years ago when I was here for the very first time in Edinburgh, I also did a whiskey rambling on Glenfiddich. Well, never change a good idea. Glenfiddich, does it need any introduction? I think not. It's only the best-selling single malt in the world, but it's one of 6 distilleries that is still in family hands. Now what we have here is a new one, because Glenfiddich, well, they have their core range with the 12, 15, 18, whatever, very accessible, very lovely whiskey, best-selling whiskey in the world. But they also innovate, they also experiment. And what they have done recently is launch an experimental series. The first one was the Glenfiddich IPA, which was finished on beer casks. Then they had the Glenfiddich 20, which was selected, it was a vatting of 20 casks selected by 20 brand ambassadors from around the world from Glenfiddich. Then they had the Winter Storm. Now that one was crazy. That was finished in ice wine casks, the Winter Storm, 21 years old, and it sold like sweet cookies. But now, experimental series number 4, the new one, is this one, the Glenfiddich Fire Cane. Ooh, don't be distracted by those lovely ladies over there. There you are. Fire Cane. Fire Cane is the 4th release and the final, well, the last release in the experimental series so far. And it's a bit of a special, atypical Glenfiddich, because this Fire Cane, as is a bit insinuated by the words, is a daringly peated Glenfiddich, making it a bit atypical, I should say. Because Glenfiddich peated, that's not how we know it. But this one is peated to 8 ppm. So it's still a low phenol content, but for Glenfiddich to be peated, that is something we are not used to. So the fire refers to the peated malt in the mix, and then the cane refers to the fact that this one was finished in Latina rum casks. So there you have it, the Glenfiddich Fire Cane. Bottled at 43%, so it is brought down to drinking strength. And as you can see, it's got this beautiful, full golden hue to, well, maybe even a little coppery. Glenfiddich Fire Cane. 43% ABV on the nose. Well, there is some typical Glenfiddich traits in there on the nose. I get some sweet malt barley sugars, but then some juicy peach and dried apricots, tinned pineapple, some green banana maybe, Brazilian nuts and baked pears. Soft on the spices, and the ppm is there, the phenol is there, the peat is in the background, but it is very soft and delicate. For a Glenfiddich, this is atypical as being peated, but this is obviously not peated as you would expect from an Islay whiskey, for example. But it is lovely on the palate then. It is creamy, full-bodied, sweet and spicy. I get some toffee, I get baked pears again, I get some cinnamon, some apples and cinnamon, cloves. But this is wrapped in a soft, smoky blanket though. The peat is more prominent now on the palate than it was on the nose. This is quite lovely, and you can taste the rum. The rum notes are in there. You have these almost tropical traits on the palate. It's really lovely on the finish then. Lovely, medium long, but it reminds me of a dying campfire. You know, it's like you're sitting on the beach drinking a cup of mocha. Quite lovely, quite atypical, definitely for Glenfiddich. Well, a peated Glenfiddich on a rum cask. It doesn't have to get any more crazy than that, now does it? But when it's made this well, who cares? This is an experimental series bottling. Well, I would say this experiment succeeded. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye bye.